Day 13. Yesterday, the number of podcasts left for me to make dropped into the single digits. Oh boy, I'm really gonna miss the hustle this podcast has made me go through. I'm your host, Caroline D'Souza, and you are listening to Can't Be Contained. My guest for today is Rebecca Miranda, almost completing her course to become a special educator. Hello, Rebecca, and welcome to the show. How are you?
Hi, Caroline. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty fantastic. Apparently, I thrive in this work from home environment. Who knew?
As the second week of the lockdown comes to an end, how have you been handling home confinement?
Actually, for me, this self isolation is closing in on a month, as I've been home since colleges were closed on 16th March. At home, it's been okay. We have online lectures and assignments to keep us busy, and as far as the relationships at home go, sometimes it's, ah, and sometimes we play games and bond. So, yeah, it's pretty chill.
What do you think of the lockdown, and what do you think is going to happen after the 21st day?
I think the lockdown was an excellent idea, but I also think that it should have been implemented the moment a case in Mumbai showed up. We live in a city that's very densely populated, and I remember a few days before educational institutions shut down, I was traveling to college in a very crowded train thinking, any one of these people could have the virus. And that was a very real possibility. As far as what I think is going to happen after the 21-day lockdown, is that there's going to be another lockdown for a few more weeks. And I think it is very, very necessary. Yes, we all may be anxious to get back to our lives, earn that income, but look at what happened to Hong Kong. It is true that the virus is not a joking matter, and 21 days of a lockdown isn't going to solve anything. We need to continue being quarantined and physically distancing ourselves from others and public places much after we cross the peak of this virus.
What went through your mind when you first heard about the coronavirus outbreak in China?
I don't know how to answer this question in a way that's not self-deprecating. See, the thing is, I live in a little bubble apart from the social world. And apparently not even a pandemic can burst it.
A lot of categories of people that require help have been highlighted in this time, but a few still remain in the shadows. One of them being children with special needs. Do you know if they receive any help?
Well, I know some parents who are taking this opportunity to teach their children with special needs various household tasks, like cleaning, drying clothes, cooking, and so on. But it's not always easy. Right now, respite care is needed more than ever. For those of you listening who don't know, respite means temporary relief. Imagine the plight of all the parents who have children and cannot leave the house or call someone to take over for a short break.
There are obviously families with such children confined to their homes right now. Do you have any advice or tips for them?
My advice to the parents listening would be, don't feel too pressured to keep up with the academic curriculum. If your child feels stressed and pressured to learn, they aren't going to retain any information. There is a global crisis going on right now, and no one should feel more stressed than needed. So let your child play, do some activities, and then if you feel that they are in the right mindset to learn, let them. You could also consider inserting lessons into your activities. For instance, drawing and coloring the water cycle.
And do you have any advice for our audience?
I'm not going to tell you to stay at home, follow the lockdown. Enough people are already saying that. My advice is call. Call your friends, family members, and especially the parents who may be going through a hard time. You and me may be sitting at home and binge watching TV shows, but not everyone who is blessed with the ability to stay at home feels blessed. They may be stuck at home with no way to leave. So call one another. Give yourself a break and give them a break.
Thank you so much for your time and being a part of this podcast.
And thank you so much for putting me on the spot. Feel free to do it again.
A big thank you for all those who joined us again today. And for those of you who are new, welcome. If you are interested in talking about the lockdown, my contact information will be there in the description. This is a podcast for the 21-day lockdown that aims at listening to the different thoughts and opinions of different people around us. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions too, and you can drop them down in the comment section or even directly text me, whichever works for you. And that's all for today. I will see you in the next episode tomorrow. Till then, be well and bye-bye.